All right, so we have made it to Florida and we finally have a free second, and I'm going to do a gun overview here because it looks like I've got about 1,004 messages and about 1,002 of them are about this gun. Everybody has questions about the gun itself, the sight, the choke, the shells, etc. So I just thought a quick video on the gun from one end to the other will probably answer a lot of those questions. And anyway, so here we go. It's a Franchi Affinity Compact. That is the gun that I shoot. Compact version meaning it's a youth model. Essentially you can add spacers between the stock and the butt pad to lengthen the length of pull. I have it completely collapsed down. Probably not the best for wing shooting, but we're not intending to do any wing shooting. If we do, something went wrong. But anyways, I like to have a gun that's extremely short, makes it more maneuverable. It has you really close down on the gun, and it's just what I find comfortable for turkey hunting. I like being really tight on the gun. So I have the gun dipped in bottomland, as you can tell. The gentleman that dipped this gun for me, I don't think he does it any longer, so I can't help you with a recommendation there. As far as this little green sticker, seems to always get a lot of questions asked about it. It's just a NWTF, it says hunt safely on there. It's just a safety sticker. Some of your northeastern states, I think it may be Massachusetts or Connecticut, I can't remember exactly which one, they require this. It's a legal requirement when you go up there to hunt. So when I put it on there when I was visiting that state, I just never took it off, just in case I ever returned. It was one less thing for me to forget. But moving on down the gun, I shoot a Burris Fast Fire is the type of optic that I have on top of the gun. It is mounted on a Marlin 336 mount. It is a very flat, very streamlined setup there. You do have to have the gun drilled and tapped by a gunsmith in order to get that mount to screw into the receiver. And then the Fast Fire just screws right to the top of it. And as you can tell, it's nice and sleek. I've got this little plastic covered over the site for now. It's made by dreamplastics.com. I haven't lost it yet. I will lose it on opening day. I usually lose about 50 of these a year, I think. So they're good while they last. So moving on down the gun, I shoot a True Lock choke. It's a 585. That's probably a lot more open than what you have been able to find out there and what most folks shoot. I like a nice wide pattern. Unfortunately, some of my turkeys are running before I get a chance to shoot at them, so I like a little wiggle room. But it is a ported 585 True Lock. The shells that I shoot, I reload my own TSS. Where legal, I like to shoot TSS number 9s. And for the handful of states that aren't on board with that yet, they really need to get it in gear because it is a very deadly load. So anyways, it's the 1 5/8 ounce number 9s is what I shoot in this gun. I think that pretty much has it. As far as this little bad boy, I don't know if it's going to work or not. This is a trial period for this mount here. As you guys have seen, if you follow the PINHOTI Project, I've had this barrel camera on here for quite some time. It works most of the time, but I've just added this sight, this bracket, to be a little bit more rigid. We'll see how it works. Hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, we'll get some turkeys in front of it and see if it functioned flawlessly or not. So I can't give you an honest review on that thing yet, but it's that's what that is. If anybody has questions about that, just a run cam plugged into this little bracket here they make for it, and a 16mm lens on the end of that thing. So I hope that answered any of those questions that were hanging out there about the gun I choose to shoot, or the optic, or the shells, or the choke. I think we touched on everything. I think we went through this bad boy from one end to the other. If you have any additional questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Maybe June, because it is turkey season, and we know that all bets are off when it gets to be springtime. But I sure appreciate you guys having a look, and stay tuned. We're in Florida. Seasons are fixing to start opening, and we're gonna hopefully have some turkeys dancing in front of this camera for you guys to look at.